Well, it seems some of Trump's supporters, people who voted for him, are starting to come to terms with one of the downsides of voting for someone with the governmental approach of Trump. Now, that manifests in so many ways, but what I'm talking about in this segment is Trump does this thing where if you support him enough, or if you throw some money at him, then he'll just hand over to you the levers of power and say, have at it. One of the people that he's doing this with is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Another is Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy will be co-leading this government, this Office of Governmental Efficiency, I think it's called. And it's interesting seeing how some Trump voters are going, oh, wait, I don't know if we want Elon Musk to have the power that Trump wants to give to him. Let's get into that in a second. I do also want to talk about in this segment, Trump at an event, and even before Trump takes the stage, a disaster, and I'll show you Trump also speaking at it. But let's start with this Elon Musk component. At this event, you have them standing with one another, representing their unification, and then we'll see how some of Trump's voters feel about this. By the way, while you're watching and listening to this segment, please do remember to click the subscribe button just by doing that on YouTube. I'd greatly appreciate it.
Just had a big victory. You may have read about it.
Donald Trump, vile. Elon Musk, vile. That singer's obvious political views, vile. But his voice, credit where credit is due. That was epic. So that's just a visual representation of how much they've associated themselves with one another. Obviously, in Butler, Elon Musk taking the stage, jumping up and down, Elon Musk purchasing Twitter and then leveraging his power of Twitter in the interest of helping Trump in the election. He then was dropping $1 million a day to get people to sign up for the petition. All these things because Elon Musk really, really, really wanted Trump to win. Now, some people will believe that's because Elon Musk really had this crazy ideological awakening and went, wow, Trump really is the man who's going to save America, even though we've been getting a lot better since Trump left office. And some people will believe that story. But a lot, reasonably, think, what are Elon Musk's motives here? Why is the richest man in the world all of a sudden so aggressively, after he wasn't before, supportive of Donald Trump? Does he think like Putin does? Does he think like Xi Jinping does, that they can use Trump? Because in many ways, Trump operates very immaturely and through flattery, through money. By impressing him, you can manipulate him very easily for your own interests. Media reporting on the reaction to this relationship. Trump voters in focus groups slam Elon Musk's growing influence. I didn't vote for him, they say. It details what this focus group was, but to jump forward, it's individuals specifically in swing states who voted for Donald Trump, support him, but they're quoting, none of them identified this relationship as a positive thing in this focus group. Some of them said, I don't really know anything, I don't have a take on it, and some of them said it's overtly bad, but some interesting quotes, like I said. He's very good, obviously, at business, but I didn't vote for him. What's Musk's agenda? I think it'll favor his Tesla company, and he'll get the majority of the breaks. And just by throwing a couple hundred million on on Trump's campaign, they're going to look the other way. Someone said, there's nothing, in my opinion, in Elon Musk's history that shows that he's got the best interest of the country or its citizens in mind, etc. Voters that said Trump, after seeing what Trump was promising about a second term, are now going, wait, Is Trump the right guy to be running the government? Well, I guess they're not questioning that, but is Trump the right guy to pick who should run the government beneath him? Clearly not. Because again, all it took was Elon Musk jumping up and down for Trump, literally and figuratively, and throwing just a few $100 million at Trump. I don't even think it was that much, but millions of dollars Trump's way. And to one of those voters' point, which I'm not even going to spend time expressing my anger at these voters. You saw this before. Don't act like now, oh my gosh, we were warning you about this. Yeah, I don't think the wealthiest man in the world who has spent his life primarily accumulating wealth for himself, which that's something he's able to do. I'm not saying that that was some evil plot. But you think he really is just now all of a sudden wants to make sure you, George from Arizona, has the best situation in your life? Or will he use the levers of power he's being given access to for people like him? Just like when Trump was president last time, he promised you big tax cuts. And while he gave you enough to make you think he was working for you, disproportionately, he was helping those who are much, much, much more wealthy than you. That seems most likely what someone like Elon Musk is going to use the government to do. And the fact that there's backlash among MAGA because of it is a fascinating phenomenon, but they should have seen it coming. Now, Sylvester Stallone appeared at this America First Always, America First Policy Institute event at Mar-a-Lago before Trump came on, and listen to what he had to say.
When I did Rocky, if you remember, the first image was a picture of Jesus, and it says Resurrection AC Club. I found a church that had been converted to a boxing ring. So the image pans down from Jesus onto Rocky being hit. And at that moment, he was a chosen person, and that's how I began the journey. Something was going to happen. This man was going to go through a metamorphosis and change lives, just like President Trump. We are in the presence of a really mythical character. I love mythology. And this individual...
Where are we going? Where are we going, Sylvester? Sylvie?
...does not exist on this planet. Nobody in the world could have pulled off what he pulled off, so I'm in awe. And I'll just say this, and I mean it. When George Washington defended his country, he had no idea that he was going to change the world. Because without him, you can imagine what the world would look like. Guess what? We got the second George Washington. Congratulations! But
should I do that at the end of segments? Bye. Sorry for your ears there. So, by the way, does this sound familiar, Colin? I don't want these Hollywood elites, actors, pedos, telling me what I should think about politics. Oh, wait, unless they agree with me. Never mind. So annoying. It's inherently wrong and proof that Harris is an elitist, according to MAGA, when, to be clear, I need to clarify this before I go further. That's what MAGA says about all Hollywood actors. I'm not making allegations of pedo stuff, but it's proof that Harris is just an elitist when she has Hollywood actors or pop stars endorse her and appear with her. But then whenever Trump has it, never mind. Be consistent for once in your life, MAGA. Ugh. The second George Washington. Trump also spoke at this event, like I said. Let's tune into that.
Wow. Well, thank you, Sly. You know, Sly does not do that. He doesn't do that stuff. And he did a beautiful job, and I want to thank you and John Voight for being here. John.
If you thought that was completely wacky, it's because he's not used to this sort of environment.
The great fight movies. I think Sly has a lot of them, and John has The Champ. What a movie that was, right? But I want to thank everybody for being here. You know, when Mrs. Post and E.F. Hutton, her husband at the time, when they built Mar-a-Lago many years ago, the Roaring 20s, it was the Roaring 20s, and we're hotter right now than they ever were in the Roaring 20s, I believe. And we're going to be a lot hotter, but we're going to keep it going. We're not going to have 1929 happen. Although, if it would have continued the way it was, it might not have been too good. But when they built it, nobody...
Did I hear him correctly? Is he already saying we're already back to roaring in the United States? Dude, you're not even president yet. You gotta wait like 2 seconds to start this ridiculous, dishonest thing where all of a sudden everything that Biden Harris accomplished is actually perfect because I'm gonna take credit for it all. And then he says this kind of strange statement.
But when they built it, nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew opulence. Nobody knew real luxury. Nobody knew poverty. They didn't know anything. And they learned a hard lesson. In 1929, they learned a very, very hard lesson. And we're going to turn our country around. We're going to make it so great, so strong, so powerful.
We're roaring more than ever, and we're going to make it even better than that. But we're also going to turn our country around. And also, back when Mar-a-Lago was built, I guess they didn't know poverty. I don't understand. We're going to have many clips where that will be my reaction over the coming years. What do I even say to that? I don't know. So that's that. I don't think MAGA's going to really care that much, but at least anecdotally, there are some people who don't like Trump handing over the reins to the likes of Elon Musk. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Support the show. Get the members only bonus show by clicking that join button below.